everybody, I'm Kimberly Turner from cookingwithkimberly.com, and Mom's on the show today, Ingrid.
Hi.
And we're coloring Easter eggs. We're going to show you how to color Easter eggs with an Easter egg kit. Now today we're using one from Dudley's, just one of those ones you grab at your superstore, and it usually comes with instructions and little stickers and little things you can wrap it in, a wax crayon, some coloring tablets, and a little thing to lifter, but we usually use spoons anyway.
Yes.
So we do the adult grown-up version, many years of trial and error. So this is how we're doing it. We have 1.5 dozen eggs. We've already boiled them. Okay, they're hard boiled. What did you do, Mom?
Well, I don't like to bring them to a rolling boil. I like to put them into tepid water and then bring that up to just to a boil.
Like a simmer?
Yeah, and then turn it right down and let them sit there for about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Make sure that they are hard boiled.
And in order to tell if they're hard boiled, you take one and you can spin it on your countertop. If it spins really, really fast, it's hard boiled. If it goes kind of barely spins, it's not all the way boiled
And
yet.
if you should crack one, you can still color it, but the cracked ones are the ones you should eat that same day.
Yep.
You shouldn't leave them overnight.
Actually, the cracked ones look cool when they're colored.
Yeah, they look
because
pretty.
the crack gets much more colored, and then inside it colors the egg, the actual egg part. So when you peel it, it still has anyway.
Yeah,
it's
but
cool.
you should eat them the same day. That
Absolutely.
You color them.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get started here with we have 6 colors in here, and we're also gonna do a natural way to color them with Haskapa juice. If you've never heard of Haskapa, Haskap is with the berry. Haskapa is the brand name of the juice. I'm gonna show it to you in a second. But the Haskap is a berry. It's kind of like a cross between a blueberry, a cranberry, a loganberry. That's what it kind of tastes like. But it has a really deep, deep crimson color, and it's got that frosty blue color on the outside. So the crimson color is going to really color it an egg.
And I think that, I think you're going to go to crimson, purple, somewhere in there.
I think
you
so
never
too.
know for sure.
I think so too. So here's our eggs. You're gonna get your cups ready. We like to use these little soup cups because they're kind of much bigger. Mom's gonna start by putting some vinegar in each one of those cups. So there's the 6 natural colors. And then I'm gonna go get that Haskap juice and we'll talk about that. Go ahead and tell them what you're doing.
Okay, so I'm putting about a tablespoon of vinegar in each cup.
Why?
For one thing, the colors take better, and I kind of think it's because you're attacking any oil or residue that still might be on the outside of the egg so that it can really get to the surface of the
And we're going to
shell.
show you how to color Easter eggs with Haskapa juice. Haskapa is the brand name, and Haskap is the berry. So this is what it looks like. And make sure you check out our review on this. So this is really versatile stuff. It's delicious to drink. It's delicious in all kinds of recipes, from glazing your turkey through making dessert and etc. But today we're going to use it because it has such a beautiful dark crimson color. The berry itself looks like a blueberry. It's frosty and blue on the outside. It's a regular shapen. Not exactly like a blueberry, and it's about 1 inch long, but the inside has this really deep dark color. So this is not the bottle color, this is the color of the juice. So really, really dark. So this needs to be warm in order to help the color adhere to the eggs. Now our eggs are already hard. So what we're gonna do is you need to heat this up. So you could either do this on the stove top in a small saucepan, or we're gonna microwave it, because we're just using 1 cup of it, and we're going to show you how to do it. So into the microwave it's going to go. I'm going to do it for about a minute and see if it's warm enough. If not, another half minute. So in it goes. Now make sure you check them out online at haskapa.com. They've got juice and jam and all kinds of delicious things, maple syrup and dried berries and lovely things.
So delicious. I love the juice. The berries are awesome. You put them in all kinds of different things. We've tried so many recipes with
That's
them.
right.
Haven't we?
That's right.
And then the chutney. Wow, that's
So
amazing.
good.
And then they have that jalapeno.
Haskap.
That's
relish.
so good. Yeah, and the jam. Oh God, you could eat that right out of the jar.
Absolutely.
So good.
Absolutely. All right, so we'll get this out in 1 second and show you what's going on. All right, so this here is ready to go. It's steaming, and it's a hot steaming cup of Haskap. Now I used half of a cup because when you put the egg in there, it's going to disperse that liquid, so it's going to cover the whole thing.
Right.
So you could, if you wanted to, put vinegar in to help the color adhere, but I kind of have a feeling you don't need to do that.
be careful when you remove the eggs out of the bowl that you don't drop them, and then just slide the egg along the edge of the cup so that you don't just throw it in there and allow it to break.
Oh, it's going to be so pretty. And we love pink.
Yes. And it's best to have 1 spoon for each color.
That's right. I better get some more.
Yeah.
Using soup spoons tends to be a much easier way to move them in and out instead of this little guy. So here we go. So we're going to let that sit in there for how long, Mommy?
Oh, until it reaches the color you want, probably a minute or 2.
Okay.
I mean, if you've got lots of time, you could leave it in there for half an
Ages,
hour.
right? And make it more vibrant. The longer you leave it in the colors, the more vibrant the colors are.
Yeah. Smells good enough to drink this juice.
It sure does. Okay, so you're gonna get colorings usually in these little tablets, okay? They just are little tiny tabs. Do not touch these to your clothing and things because they sure will stain for a while. So 1 into each cup. You want them to dissolve completely in that warm water. You're gonna use warm water and probably fill the cup up halfway, and with the vinegar. So it looks like we've got yellow, orange, is that purple probably? Blue, the blue is really going at it.
Yes.
The pink, and then we've got green. That's pretty typical. Yes?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just going to separate these so we can get our spoons organized. Give each one a little stir.
That's right. Use a separate spoon for each color or you'll be upset. Unless you want rainbow and rainbow effect.
Oh, after we've done a few, we like to experiment and combine colors and stuff, but we're going to go pretty basic today.
That's right. We want to show you how to do things basically. Now, I don't think we're going to be putting any stickers on. That's pretty self-explanatory, so you guys don't need to do that, or we don't have to show you that. But I think we could show you a wax crayon.
That's okay.
So these guys are called rapids, and they have a perforated line there so I can separate them, or you can cut them apart. So I'm just going to separate them, and we're going to actually show you how to do one, or maybe a couple. We'll see. But you have to color your eggs first before you use the rapids. Make sure you get yourself another little pot, a small saucepan with water boiling, because that's how this is going to adhere. So you color your egg, and then you wrap this around the outside of the egg, dip it into boiling water.
Or you could just put it on a white egg too.
Yes, absolutely, without coloring them. But I'm gonna get that prepared, and Mom's just stirring. Okay, so now we're gonna put the eggs into the coloring. If you wanna do your wax crayon, now's the time to write on the white eggs. That way you can have a pretty pattern on it, design after. Or what you can do is similar to Pisanki, right? You want to put it into the lightest color of dye first. So that would be your yellow. Put it in the yellow, and then you can write on it. Then you put it into another color that would be complementary with the yellow. So you could do something like the pink, or the blue would make it green, right? But you can't go too far. So you can make it kind of 2 colors. So the wax crayon would hold the yellow color onto the egg, and then the rest of the egg would be colored the combination, right?
Okay, so I'm just putting these into the spoon, so I'm not dropping the eggs in there and cracking them.
Very gently.
And then gently just edging them along the side.
That's right. Don't let them just crack down. Make sure the kids are very gentle. So now we have 1 in each one. Make sure you're rolling it so that it is completely coated, or if you're using smaller cups, then it should be completely submerged, right? Beautiful. I love doing Easter eggs.
No.
Reminds me of Dad.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't help us, but he really
had
enjoyed
good
them.
suggestions too. He always had good suggestions.
But he really enjoyed them. You know, if you see that your colors aren't quite as vibrant as you would like them to be, what you can do is just add some extra food coloring to each of the respective colors. Okay, so you put yellow in the yellow, green in the green, blue in the blue, etc. If your purple isn't quite purpley enough for you, you can add a little bit of red, a little bit of blue, and make it more purpley. Okay, so that's what we've done a little bit here. Just boosted the color. So the Haskapa one's done, and look at the gorgeous color we've got here. A beautiful pinky purple. It's lovely. So there is no telling what other natural ingredients you can use to color your eggs. You don't have to buy
Yeah.
other colors.
You could use grape juice.
Grape juice. You can. This Haskap juice works perfectly, and it's
Yeah.
a beautiful color for us because
Yeah.
we really like pink and purple. So you could use that. You could use saffron for yellow. You could use chlorophyll for the green. You can use tea for a little bit of a beigey color one, and then you can mix and match those colors to make other colors as well.
Yeah, if you buy something called hibiscus tea and you drink that frequently, you'll probably get a pinky red color out of the tea. So, there are all kinds of things you can just, or you could crush some blueberries.
Yes.
And get a nice dark
Absolutely.
blue. So there's all kinds of stuff you could do.
Absolutely.
For natural
kids will
colors.
be really excited too. And it's more natural for everybody.
Yep.
Right? You're not using artificial dyes, etc. So lovely. So now what we do? Take it out?
So now I just take it out and try to get rid of as much of the liquid as you can when you're taking it out. Gently just place it on a paper towel.
And let it dry.
And then roll it a little bit so you don't have just a mark where it sat on the towel.
You'll get one dot on the bottom.
So you have to roll it until it kind of gets dry.
And here's another one. Ready? So we're just going to continue to do that. So we're going to continue to color some more eggs here, and we'll show you how to finish these guys up in a little while. You have to put some finishing touches on things.
Yes.
Okay?
Because I like my eggs shiny.
Me too. And it also keeps them.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to get cracking over here.
Cracking as in cracking an egg.
Okay, so we have some paper towels, dry paper towels on a cookie sheet. If you want to, you should prepare your area with newspaper or with banquet paper or something like that. But we didn't do that today because we're kind of neat and tidy anyway, and we know how to do this. So we've got some dry paper towels here on a cookie sheet so that you can roll these eggs after and dry them. So don't keep putting them in the same spot. You want to have one line
For each color.
Okay? So we're going to take out the pink, or the red. It turned pink. What a lovely coral color. It's like the color of your outfit, Mom.
So strain off as much water as you possibly can.
Ever so gentle, and put that on the paper towel.
Have lots of paper towels handy.
So don't just leave it there, because you're going to have a pooled color on the bottom. You're going to have a light color on the bottom, a little spot where it just sat. So you want to kind of roll that and let it dry, okay? And then continue. Rinse and repeat until all of your eggs are beautifully colored. But these aren't done yet, so just dry them off. Continue all your eggs. Beautiful. Look at this blue color. Ever so lovely. So fun. Kids love this. I remember as a kid, this is one of my favorite things that we did as a family every year. What a lovely color that is. In a slightly different reddish color. So fun. Here's our beautiful orange color. It's lovely.
Pastel color.
Yes. Well, it's supposed to be pastel. It's Easter.
Yeah. Look at this pretty yellow. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that looks like a lemon.
Dudley's did well.
That is beautiful. Usually lemon is the color, the yellow, it doesn't come out so hot.
I don't think that they can see it in here very well. It's much more vibrant than what it's showing on the camera right now. Beautiful. So fun. The green. Look at this green. I just love that.
Some of the colors, you might want to leave them in there a little longer, but be patient.
Take your time. It's family time.
Yeah. My granddaughters used to love to do this with me.
Even when they were older.
Yeah, even when they were older.
Okay,
I'm just going to draw something with the crayon just to show you how...
It's just a clear wax crayon.
How you can make your own designs.
Mom is more an artist than I am. I'm not bad, but Mom's way better. Make sure you're turning these eggs so that they're completely coated and really getting a nice color.
I'm not writing, I'm just making a little design just to show you what you can do.
All right. So Mom's going to use the crayon one in the blue because I think the blue is the most vibrant, so you'll get the nicest contrast of color. Here you go. So pretty. Look at these beautiful eggs. Now, once these guys have dried on the paper towels, you can put them into the crates from the eggs that you already had, and that's where we store them. So I'm just going to put those guys in there to finish drying and just hang out while we make room to put more eggs on the paper towels.
Yes, you can even use this part of the tray if you're really stuck for paper towels just to drain them.
On the other side, yep, if you wanted to do that. But don't throw those crates out because they sure are helpful.
And if you're going to put them in the refrigerator overnight or something, just leave them right in the package, and that way they won't get crushed in there.
Wow, that's cool. Okay, so Mom's design is beautiful. I'm going to just dry it quickly, but you can kind of get an idea of how things go. So you did the little wax crayon and you make all kinds of little designs, or you can write names or whatever it is you like. And then you're just gonna dry it just the same. Beautiful, Mom, good work. So we're finishing off. We only had a couple more eggs left, and we are going to use some of the blue coloring in the green cup so that we can see if we can get a nice little turquoise color. So mix and match with what you have and what you feel like. Now look at Mom's lovely design. She did little swirly curly cues and some flowers and things, but you know, do it as you see fit.
Yeah, and I got a nice turquoise.
You did. It's a lovely color. So here's our combination of the green and blue. So you can use this, or you know, experiment with a color chart if they give you one, or you can find one online to determine how much of each color to add to get what colors you like. It's more fun just trial and error. Now, if you use a wax crayon, they often come in little kits and things like that, but you could use a really light colored regular crayon, right? And Mom just wrote on one of the eggs Hascapa and a little flower and stuff. So you could go ahead and just decorate as you see fit, okay? Let that dry too. What a gorgeous color the Hascap really turned out lovely.
If you get dye on your fingers before you touch another egg, make sure you wash your hands and get rid of that, because you'll get finger marks of another color on the eggs and you won't be happy.
Especially if it's darker, like you don't want green paw prints on a yellow egg.
Exactly.
What a lovely turquoise. Good job, Mom.
Yeah, it's a nice color, isn't it?
You can mix your orange and your yellow to get a deeper color.
Yes.
Gorgeous. So when you're done, just dump them out, all your colors, so that everyone doesn't drop them or get stained.
Yeah, when I get to the end, I'm always sorry I didn't do more eggs.
Because they're fun.
Yeah, they're, of course.
So I'm going to show you how to do one of these rappets. So you're just going to go ahead and put that on the outside of your colored egg, okay? And using eggs that maybe are cracked is a good way to use those ones up and to seal them even a little bit better. So I'm going to put that into a spoon, and I'm just going to dip that into boiling water. You're going to see that that's going to shrink wrap on your egg. So you're going to see that it just shrunk wrap right on there, that cool pattern, right? Very nice. So you could probably also put the wrap on first on the eggs, and then color them if you want to, because if you do it that way, it kind of takes some of the color off of what you've already done. But that's okay. It still looks really cool and pretty.
I think it's really pretty.
That's right. Okay, so our eggs look lovely. They're dried and they've been kind of cooling as well. And don't they look lovely? Whole variety of colors. Now, it may not tell you on your packages of coloring, but we like to use some cooking oil, and that just makes things nice and shiny and also seals your eggs, especially if you're leaving your eggs out overnight, right? So you're gonna arrange them in some Easter grass or something really pretty like that. But let's get going with the with this oil. So just put a little bit of oil in a
just plain
in a bowl,
vegetable oil,
veggie oil. Start with the lighter colors so they don't bleed onto the other colors. And now they're all nice and shiny. Look at that. Glistening.
Glossy. I like that.
Me too. And you just need a little bit. You don't need to like goop it on there. Just a tiny bit.
They almost look marble, like they're marble.
That's right. There's a little trick you may not have known.
Yeah, actually, you could use if you just a little piece of bacon if you don't have any vegetable oil that day.
I've seen you use that.
Yeah, just something fatty to shine them all up.
That's right.
Look pretty. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Well, that's the job done, Kim.
That's right. It's beautiful. So that's how you color Easter eggs. Now, you could use the kit like we did. You can use natural colorings like the Hascap that we showed you. You could use chlorophyll, saffron, Welch's grape juice. You could use anything that is edible that could stain your clothing or your fingers. you can use to stain your eggs too.
Yes.
And a lovely centerpiece. Mom, take it away.
Oh, yes. You could just put it on a platter, a couple of chocolate bunnies in the middle on your Easter grass, and
Nestle these in.
Yes, nestle all the eggs around the edges. Put in some jelly beans or little chocolate eggs.
That's right.
And you've got a gorgeous centerpiece that everybody can eat.
Not to mention, they're great for school lunches this week or for your work lunches. You just pack them in there like that.
Right.
Mom was awesome. She made the best lunches when I was little, but all the other kids would look at me like, you always get some really interesting things. Some mom would do these eggs, and then she would send me little tiny shakers of salt and pepper with saran wrap on top so that it wouldn't fall out. And yeah, Mom hooked me up. I had great lunches. But yep, great for lunch. Not to mention you can make great egg salad with them.
Yes.
Later.
Absolutely.
So they're not going to go to waste.
No.
You can use these for a wide variety of things.
Right.
Delicious.
Yep.
I'm excited. Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter.
Out there. Thanks for coloring eggs with me, Mom.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
It's like I was little.
Yeah,
today.
I remember we used to do dozens and dozens of these.
A million of them. Yeah, like 5-6 dozen.
Yes.
It was an all-day event, everybody.
Yeah, of course then we were entertaining a lot, and we never had fewer than 15 people for dinners.
But this is also great to have out like before dinner, not necessarily on your table.
On your appetizer
right,
table.
because people can just pick them up and eat them, and it'll hold them over till you're ready, your turkey's ready or whatever. Sometimes things can go a little longer than you're expecting, and people are like,
especially if they're having a few cocktails, they'll want something to nibble on.
That's right. So this is a really, really great way not only to decorate, not only to spend time with the kids and entertain them too, but the adults are happy too. All right?
Yeah.
That's it. That's how you color Easter eggs. Make sure you check out Mom's website at ingridturnertoday.com. Follow me on Twitter at cookingwithkime with a capital E. Like the fan page at facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. My shows are on ifood.tv/cookingwithkimberly, youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly, and you can find my channel on Roku, Cooking with Kimberly. Come to my website at cookingwithkimberly.com and subscribe. Interact with us and let us know what's going down in your culinary world, all right? Be a champion in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye.
Bye-bye. Happy Easter.